Welcome back to AgweekTV. Rural churches have been a huge part of farming and ranching life for decades, and that's the case here at Norman Lutheran Church near Kindred. Laura Laughlin is the pastor here, and she joins us. Your church was started in 1872. Give us a little history of this church.
Well, Norman Lutheran is the oldest Norwegian Lutheran congregation in the Dakota Territory, so it's been around for a long time. And the building that we're standing in is the third of Norman Lutheran. The first two burned down, so it's had a long-standing history. It's withstood a lot of test of time and still as strong as ever, I would say.
Tell us about your congregation. I would imagine this is in a farming community. You have farmers and ranchers here as well as city dwellers.
Yeah. So we've got a lot of farming families that go back generations, which is really cool. It kind of feeds into the history of the place. This church, it didn't used to just be out here on its own. It used to be part of a small town, and there's remnants of that town back in the woods behind us, and it's just sort of this piece of history that's really cool.
It's a time when a lot of rural churches are dwindling, but you are seeing the opposite. Your congregation is growing and thriving.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We do pull out of Kindred some, and then from the surrounding areas as well. And I don't know, God's doing something cool, and we're growing and just sort of along for the ride, which is pretty cool.
All right, thank you. Also joining us now is longtime member Beulah Rusted. Beulah, tell us about the history with you and this church.
Well, I was baptized, confirmed, and married here. I sang at my own wedding right here.
Oh.
And so that is quite a memory.
And as a child, how did you guys get to church?
I can remember coming in the Model A on the way home. We had a road that was what we called gumbo, and it left pretty deep ruts. Those Model A's were notorious for, it would take the steering wheel right out of your hand. Oh, no. And it did. And we went down the ditch.
Beulah, what is it about this church that's so special to you?
I think it's just the right size for feeling it's a family. And, you just are a part of everything. And if you have problems, they help you with it.
Such great memories out here, Beulah. Thanks for joining us today.
You're very welcome.